Ever wondered how the coding pros navigate VS Code with lightning speed? It's all about shortcuts. In today's tutorial, I will introduce shortcuts for both Mac and Windows. Let's start coding efficiently no matter the platform. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is quick open. So for Mac, you have to press Command P, and for Windows, you have to press Control P. So with the Command P, it will swiftly navigate to any file. For instance, jumping straight to that elusive app.js in the large project, or for example, in my project, I have layout.tsx. You can just type that name and open it. You don't even have to type the full name, you just type the initial. So for example, I want to find utils. You can see it is here. I will just arrow down and select, press enter. That will open the file. Next one is command palette. So command palette is your gateway to all VS Code commands. Either if you need to install an extension, then pop this up. Just press the Command Shift P for the Mac, or for the Windows, type Control Shift P. So if you type Command Shift P, you will see all of the commands available in your VS Code that you can run. So let's suppose you want to install an extension, just type the install extension. You can either install it from a local location, or you can just select the second option and it will open the extensions page, and here you can type the extension name that you want to install. Next one is the move line. Move line is very beneficial if you want to reposition any method. So no need to copy pasting in your project. So for example, this is the line and you want to move it up. You just press the option and arrow keys. So in the Windows, there is no option button, so you have to use alt and arrow keys. So let's try it with the option and arrow keys. You can see I can move it up and down. So similarly, you can move this one. So you can see you can very easily move it down or upward. Next one is copy lines. So you can duplicate lines seamlessly, like when replacing CSS attributes. So for example, you just have to press in the Mac, you have to press the option, shift and arrow keys. So, and if you are in the window, then you just type alt, shift, arrow keys. So let's try that. You can see I can copy paste. I mean, I don't have to copy paste. You just keep holding the option, shift key and keep pressing the arrow down, and it will keep duplicating the line that you want to copy paste. Next one is the select next instance. So if you need to change all instances of a variable, then you click on that one time and it will show you all of the instances of that variable, and then you will be able to edit all of them at the same time. So for example, we have 3 functions. So I will select it. Now press Command D in the Mac and Control D in the window. So in this way, you can see it has selected 3 function words. Now you can see multiple cursors. You can move them and you can move them anywhere. And here you can make any changes altogether. So for example, XYZ underscore. So next commands that I'm going to talk about are about the navigation. So next one is toggle side panel. With that, you can go minimalist and maximize your code view. So for example, in the Mac, you just press Command B, or in the Windows, press Control B. With that, you can see that sidebar would be hidden and opened. Next one is jump to line. You can navigate to line 255 without scrolling endlessly. So for example, let me open any big file, and let's suppose I want to go to this line number 189. So if you are on the Mac, just press Command G or Control G. And so in some cases, Control G would work in both Mac and Windows. So press Control G and then give it the line number 66 or whatever you want to use. So you can see that your cursor is available on the line number 66. Next one is go to symbol short command. To activate that, you can use Command Shift O in the Mac or Control Shift O in the Windows. So let's try that. So for example, in this file, I want to go to this symbol children. So Command Shift O and now type children. you can see all of the symbols are visible. There are total 4 symbols that are matching with the search. So if you arrow down, it will take you to that instance for that symbol. So it is very helpful. Next one is multi-cursor edit. To activate that, press option click in the Mac and alt click in the Windows. So let's try that. So let's suppose I have this huge function. Press option and hold it and keep clicking on multiple places like this. And now you can see I have cursor in multiple places. So if you type, you can see that it is adding the same text in multiple places. So for example, I have these multiple lines. You hold option, multiple lines, and if you type hello world, it will type that all together in multiple lines. You may use it to edit multiple lines in parallel, or you can use it to adding prefixes to several lines. You can use it in any other way that is helpful for you. So next I'm going to talk about the short commands about IntelliSense and editing. So next one is IntelliSense. So for this short command, you have to press Control space or Command space in Mac. So for example, I have an object. It has some properties. Now, for example, if you're trying to access some specific property, just type object object and now press. If you type dot, it will show you the suggestions, but for example, suggestions are not visible. So you just press the control space. It will show you all of the possible suggestions that you can pick. Next one is delete line. So you can clean up unnecessary code in a snap. So for that, I want to delete this line. You just press the Command Shift K or Control Shift K in Windows. So you can see I just deleted one line. You can delete again. So for example, if you start deleting from here, you can delete multiple lines as well. If you press Command Shift and hold it there and keep pressing the K multiple times, then you will see that it will delete line by line for you. Next one is comment or uncomment. So you can toggle comment. So it is perfect when debugging or testing snippets. So let's suppose you want to comment out this line of code. So for example, you wrote something, just press command slash or control slash in Windows. It will comment it out. You can comment multiple lines as well. Just select multiple lines and press command slash. It will comment multiple lines. If you want to uncomment them, then again press and hold command and press slash. It will uncomment that. You can uncomment multiple sections as well like this. It will uncomment multiple comments altogether. Next one is parameter hints. So what did this function expect again? Instant clarity. So for example, here I will just try to call my function hello, and here if you press Control Shift space or Command Shift space, it will show you the available parameters of this function that you have to pass when you are calling this function. So for example, now you want to get suggestion for the second parameter, just press Command Shift space or Control Shift space. It will show you the second parameter in the highlighted state. So next one is uncomment the blocks. So you can comment out entire section for batch testing or isolating code. So let's try that. So for that, you have to select multiple lines that you want to comment out and press and hold option Shift A, or you can press Alt Shift A if you are using Windows. So for example, let me comment out a big part of the code. So let's suppose I want to comment out this part. Selected option Shift A and you can see that it has commented out the entire block. So next section that I'm going to talk about is workspace optimization. So all of the upcoming short commands would be about the workspace optimization. So next one is integrated terminal. So your command line integrated right where you need it. For that, you just press command backtick or control backtick for Windows. Even in the Mac OS, I'm in the Mac OS, control backtick is working for me. So you can try both options, whatever works for you. So once your terminal is open, you can use any command that you want to try in the terminal in the context of your project. One is about focusing on your current file that is currently opened in the editor. So for example, right now I am on the events.ts, and in the sidebar you have scrolled down somewhere else, and you quickly want to find out that where does that file locate in your sidebar in the file. So you can see I have collapsed all of the folders. Now I don't see the current file selected in the sidebar. Now if to find that out, just press the command or control shift E, and that will take you to that folder where this file exists. So now if you try it again, it is highlighting this section. So you can see that it will scroll up to that position where that file exists. So if you open any other file and again press command shift E, it will take you to that part. Next one is the source control. So you can manage your Git without leaving the VS Code. For that, press command shift G or control shift G. So you can see as soon as I pressed control shift G, it displayed the Git section in the sidebar where you can manage the Git commands. For me, even I am in the Mac, the control shift G worked for me as well. Next one is toggle bottom panel. So for that, just press command J or control J. So your debug console, extensions and more at the tip of the fingers. So for example, if you press control J, it will open the bottom panel. So it does not matter if it is a debug console or something else. You just press command J, it will hide it or show it. Next section is about search and replace. So next one is find in the current file. So you can pinpoint any piece of code, for instance, swiftly locate that specific console.log. You need to debug, so you just try command F or control F and you will be able to find that. So let me open a big file where you will be able to find something. So for example, I want to search this text. So you are on the bottom, you just press command F. So by default, this search input does not appear. If you press control F, it will appear and paste the text that you want to search, or you can type as well. So it is telling you that there are only one of one. That's mean there is only one string with that exact match. So if you search this one, this time it is showing you 404, and if you click on these arrows, it will take you to every match. Next one is global search. So you can scan your entire project, and it is ideal when you are hunting down a function used in multiple files. So let's try for that command shift F or control shift F. So I'm going to search this text in my entire project. So I will close this and everything that I have opened so far, and now I will press command shift F and type the text that you want to search, and it will show you the places where this text appears. So you can go to these files and make any change if you want to. So next one is about a replace. So for example, you want to replace some specific text in all of the places in your entire project. For that, let me find some text that I want to replace everywhere. First of all, I will search for this specific text that you can see it is on multiple places. I want to replace it. For that, just press command shift H and you will see that replace section appears here. You just type the different text that you want to replace and you can see the preview here. If you click on that, it will replace all of the occurrences of that piece of text. Next one is select all occurrences. So it can highlight all instance of a term. So super useful when you are trying to edit a recurring variable or a string. So let's try. So for example, this is that you want to select in multiple places. So for that, just type command shift L and you can see the string keyword has been selected in all of the places in this file, and multi-cursors are available to change those selections. So if you type number, then all of those keywords are replaced with the new keyword that you typed. Next one is switch theme. You can switch theme by using this command K, command T. So here you will see the list of all of the themes that you can try very quickly. So whatever you prefer, just press enter and that theme would be selected. So next one is the last thing, that is extensions. So remember, VS Code's strength also lies in its extensions. Many offer additional shortcuts, explore, and you might find some personalized gems. In VS Code, there is a built-in way to view and search through all available keyboard shortcuts. So this is how to access and explore them. So make sure your VS Code is opened, and to open the shortcuts for the Mac, press Command K and then press Command S. This will show you list of all of the shortcuts that you can use. If you are on the window, you can just use the control instead of command because there is no command button in the Windows. So at the top of the keyboard shortcut editor, there is a search bar. You can type in keywords to filter and find specific commands or shortcuts. So for example, you search for the replace, you will see all of the short commands for the replace. You can also modify or add shortcuts. So in the keyboard shortcuts editor, you can also modify existing shortcuts or add new ones. Simply right click on a command and choose the change key binding to adjust it. So let's suppose I want to change something here. So this one is for adding selection to next find match, that is command D. If I click on the pencil icon, you are able to record the different short commands. So for example, if I want to use command Q, it is saying that one existing command has this key binding, so we cannot use this one to avoid conflict. So let's try a different one. Z, this is also bound with something else, so let me try the different one. Command dot, this is also linked with something else. Command backward, this is also linked. You can combine multiple key bindings as well. So for example, command A S. So with that you can make that possible. So if you close it, then you will notice that press enter and you can see that the key binding has been updated, but I want to revert it back what it was originally. So remember, VS Code is highly customizable. So if there is a specific action you perform regularly that does not have a shortcut, you can easily add one. Alright, embracing these shortcuts can profoundly alter your coding speed and accuracy. Remember, practice makes perfect. Integrate them slowly into your routine and soon they will become second nature. If this guide added value to your coding journey, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your favorite shortcuts or tips in the comments below. Keep coding and see you in the next tutorial.